By persuading us to part with our money, charities achieve a huge amount of good. But last year, some of Britain's best-known causes were shamed for using unethical and exploitative fundraising methods. A new way of regulating their fundraising has now been drawn up, and today charities were warned new laws will clamp down on them if they don't comply.
They are in the last chance saloon for organising the regulation of their own fundraising efforts. The government has made it clear that the new fundraising regulator, which is a voluntary one at the moment, will be replaced by laws to regulate charity fundraising if this kind of thing happens again.
These practices came to light after Britain's oldest poppy seller, Olive Cook, was hounded by hundreds of begging letters a month, while former Army Colonel Samuel Ray became the victim of scammers who got hold of the 87-year-old's personal details. His son Chris says it's because charities sold them on.
They were selling his data between themselves, but not only between themselves, but also to other industries and marketing organisations that eventually led to his data being held by the scammers who scammed him out of £33,000.
Charities sold on people's data, but MPs also found some used misleading literature, others gave donors no opt-out, and the vulnerable were targeted. One firm used by charities even taught its staff to press people with dementia for money.
I think all charities are committed to change. Their ability to make that adjustment will vary from charity to charity, but I get the distinct impression that all charities want to shape up now.
The RNLI is responding by becoming the first charity to ask its donors to opt in to being contacted rather than opting out. They'll lose £35 million in revenue over the next 5 years, but they have decided retaining the trust of their supporters is more important.
If we don't do this now, then we really do jeopardise that relationship and the quality of that relationship. So we think it's worth taking a long-term view. We are almost 200 years old. We haven't got to 200 years old as a charity by taking the short-term view.
Meanwhile, all the charities singled out for criticism say they've put new safeguards in place to stamp out bad practice and promise to work with the new regulator. Charities rely on our goodwill to do their invaluable work. Now they must rebuild our trust in their fundraising methods.